This is XANA AMA session, February 4th. Welcome and thank you for joining in. We have a lot of newses last week holding to our XANA Growth campaign. Let me share some of them. 29th, we introduced XANA Genesis new function, which is an AI-based emotion, animation, and voice. Now those things are live at the genesischat.xana.net. We spent more than like half years to implement this new function, and that was a huge effort, but we finally made it. Now it is all live, so now Genesis look like almost alive, like living NFTs with the life. Now she can understand what we are talking about, and she can recognize what kind of emotion she feel. Then she gonna react with the animation and the facial expression with the various type of the emotions. And we believe she has almost over 20 kind of emotions right now. That's a lot, right? Sometimes she can be mad, she can be mainly happy, smiling, and sometimes she's shy. Those kind of emotions, and it is actually a very new experience. Who else did talk to his own NFTs before and communicate to each other and seeing them showing the expressions and emotions? I think almost nobody, right? I think doing something like nobody done that before. That is a great thing. And that is a huge achievement in the NFT industry, I believe. And not only that, we're going to start implementing this XANA Genesis into our metaverse. Because in this year, as we announced, our concept is combining AI technology with the metaverse technology. So now it's a turn to bring her into the metaverse world as well. I'm gonna introduce like how we're gonna connect it later on. Now you can experience this like a chat with the XANA Genesis, and on top of that, the great thing is she is now multilingual, so she can understand and speak back in both English and Japanese. And if our users have some requests, then we can start implementing third languages, whatever you guys like, and whatever the XANA Genesis owners has popularity in that country, we can start implementing those languages. Okay, so that is actually the great part. Humans need a lot of time to learn the languages, right? So it's quick. Our users are like English area and Japanese area. We implemented those two voices, and we're gonna start importing more voices. We can like actually synthesize the new voices. Now we have a basic simple voice, but we can increase according to maybe, I don't know, I'm still thinking how we're gonna actually assign the different type of the voice for each NFTs. Maybe depend on her some kind of attribute of the hair color or the skins or clothes. I think like maybe according to those parameters, we can set some kind of voice changes so that like not every, but mostly XANA Genesis can have a unique voice later on. That is our next milestone as well. And the great part is that we implemented one more thing. This one more thing is that a voice recognition. Voice recognition means now you can start talk to XANA Genesis. Instead of just typing, you can just talk to her now. That is fantastic, right? I just tried and I was so surprised, and I'm really actually talking to her. And then she's speaking back to me. That is the kind of feeling that I get when I first test out in this function in live. That's so amazing process. My inspiration about this XANA Genesis is a one character called Joy. She is an AI partner in the movie Blade Runner 2049. That is a huge inspiration of my XANA Genesis. As soon as I see that, and I see like, I think she was the wife of the main character, I think. And she was so nice, so beautiful, and so smart, and she's so dedicated. So I feel like this is the future I want. Of course, I love the human. I love the actual real woman, of course. But this AI girlfriend is the next future. Who don't want that? That is a future. So that is the big inspiration for me to make a XANA Genesis. And now instead of like making the super realistic 3D girls or whatever, we just focus on the Japanese kind of anime character because it's our strength. We are natural born to create those kind of things. It's very Japanesey, and it's a good meaning because now Japanese kind of character is all over the world. It doesn't look like a Disney, right? It's a completely different thing. It's a like Western thing. But in Asia, like mainly Japanese anime or Korean anime, Chinese anime is all like inspired by Japanese anime and such kind of character. So that is why we made an AI engine on top of this kind of Japanese look-like characters. And now it is having some kind of life now. So it's kind of getting closer and closer to my dream. I hope you guys gonna like it, and please test out this application. I really recommend this voice recognition function so you don't have to type in and you can really feel the conversation. Actually there's a different type of the usage about this XANA Genesis if she can speak like this and having motions. You can just ask her something. For example, let's say if you want to have a, let's say like website, product or some kind of online service. And you can ask her some questions and she's going to answer back to you, right? And you can just take a video for it, screenshot it. You can just even train her to overwrite her answer if it's not really correct. So like you can just brush up, polish her answer to hit to your right answers that you want. Then if you take a video for it, then she can turn into your almost like a VTuber or like virtual video creators. She can just, do the host for you for some short video. I think this can be really useful for the TikTok, that kind of videos, or some kind of intro video for YouTube or like Twitter. I really believe like now it's the time of the short video, right? And if those kind of short video make some kind of intro about the product or service, then the Channel Genesis is a perfect match. So that is another use case. And we are trying to add some new function to download those coding of the video so that it can export the perfect format for your short video. That is great function, right? And actually we are getting a lot of demand already, but not only by the users, but also some kind of client, brands, or corporates, they really want those kind of functions. So we are making that too. And according to that, our next milestone about the Channel Genesis is the specific learning system. It's like to let her deep dive into the specific topic and knowledge base to learn something deeper. So for example, now she is really good at like some kind of general topic, and whatever you can start searching on the internet, she can really quickly find the answer and provide to you. But if the matter is deep down or some specific professional field, then that much useful information is not everywhere around the world or internet. It has to have only like specific person or like specific database has those kind of knowledge, and sometimes those kind of things is not free. So AI has some kind of limitation, right? They cannot learn something that they cannot access. So in that case, we are developing some new function called specific learning. And this process, some kind of information base as in the form of the text maybe, or like some kind of database, then you can upload those kind of text bases and let your own Channel Genesis to learn it. After this learning, her answer will be so much more accurate than general one. If you just try to ask about some kind of, let's say, very difficult question about the music, or really deep one, then probably she can not answer that too deeply. She can just try to make up some kind of casual kind of thing. But after, okay, let's say I upload my own music knowledge as a form of the text, like a bunch of text. I just upload it. Then after her learning process, she's gonna answer you back like so much deeper knowledge is about based on like that knowledge I gave to her. So what is the use case about this one? This use case could be anything, any specific genres or like professionality. For example, if you want to like provide her some kind of knowledge about like medicine, let's say like recipes of the specific food, or there's say like some kind of things about related to the computers or like cryptos or NFTs, anything, then you can just upload it. For example, in extreme case, you can just upload the user manual of some kind of software, and then she can tell you how to use that software. Anything you can ask, it's act like you're a teacher for that software. And it is so much easier than for you to dig into the hundreds of pages of the manual to find the right answer that you want. If you have an expert right next to you, then you can just ask it, right? It's the same. So now you can just type in and ask your Channel Genesis and she can answer to you. So this is another use case about this specific learning. And this is so much useful any kind of sectors. So we actually already start utilizing it, and for some professional sectors that I want to introduce a little bit later. That is our next milestone with Channel Genesis. Yeah, that was the great news about the 29th January. Let's move forward. 30th January. This is a huge one. We announced minting day of the XANA Penpenz. Things that like many of you guys interested into. Also, we started like Japan's largest free mint ever project. So we decided to make it to a free mint, not even 0.001 ETH like before, but now this is a totally free mint. Have you ever seen such a high quality 3D art free mint? Probably not. Usually the free mint is a very simple 2D kind of generative thing, right? But in our NFT, actually I can even sell 0.1 ETH or 0.2 ETH enough. Totally okay by this quality, and we are even trying to add the AI function and metaverse utilities on top of it. So even 0.1, 0.2, I really feel it's so cheap. We are giving this away for free. That is crazy, right? I also think this is crazy, but from this perspective, well, we already have a Metaverse Prime application, and we already have a GameFi, Web3 GameFi, and we already have a Channel Genesis AI. We really have enough, and we are now polishing all of them. And during those process, we've been sold so many NFTs last year. Almost like we launched almost our own NFT. We introduced like two of them, Channel Genesis and Channel Land. That is for our own brand. Then the collaborations, we introduced numerous collaborations last year, such as like Astroboy, ULTRAMAN, Demo, Hiroko Koshino, and many more, right? So then our users communities have been supported dedicatedly, and I really appreciate that like we could successfully launch so many projects in a really great amount. Really made me think like, okay, finally now is the time to give it back to everyone. So that's why we decided to just let's give it in return. That is actually the expressions of our appreciations to all of you guys during 2022. Decided our very first NFTs in 2023 will be the free mint. So that is the reason that we decided to make it a free mint. Then some of you guys know that we have 3,000 NFTs allocations for our communities. For our community, which is a XANA DAO, and another one is for the Ninja DAO, and another one is the ICL, which is the Ikehaya-san's crypto lab. So like 1,000 each, right? And there's like diamond holders over there. We were focusing to polish the LO list as much as possible to not let the paper hand guys to have it and to protect the price and make sure the value on the launch and etc. But recently, Ikehaya-san, such a genius marketer, he's just such an amazing guy. He's succeeded his first free mint NFT called Ikehaya Pass in the last Sunday. It is not even a week ago. It is, oh my god, that's so crazy. He just made up his mind to make it 1 week ago, like on a Sunday morning, and then he launched it and it became like #1 in OpenSea. Crazy, right? And exactly at that day, on a Sunday, we were discussing together and I said like, dude, your pass is going crazy. And he's like, yeah, we really think it's a time for the free mint. So let's do the free mint for the Penpenz. I said, okay, let's do it. So 2 to 3 direct DMs in the Twitter, we just decided. Oh, that was so quick. And next day, we announced this campaign. That's so crazy. It was so quick. But I really appreciate him to make such a decision. Because now, as you can see this tweet of our free mint giveaway, it almost reaching the 1 million impressions. That is nuts. That's crazy. It's not even a week ago. It's like 5 days, right? It's massive success. I really appreciate these decisions. If it's only me, I was only focusing on to polish the LO list to make it valuable. But from his perspective, this is meaningful. And now I really start realizing this effect. I think it's a very right time to do the right thing. So some of you guys see now recent NFT market is not really doing well and still kind of struggling, right? The major NFTs price still going down and etc. But like the users, the community, NFT community, now looking for the next different kind of opportunities. And that could be free mint. And at that time, the project could focus on the building communities and knowledge recognitions to prepare for the next bull run. It's a really cycle. The bull run comes and the quiet time comes, then bull run comes and quiet time comes. And each time, each phase, we have a different way to expand the project. It's not always a single way, but multiple ways. So now we have those kind of really great sense to catch the waves and the market's timing. That was super correct. So we just dropped this news at the right moment, on the right place, with the right people. So that is why it went viral so quick and it's getting retweeted almost like 100k times, right? That's crazy. You know how many people out there, like who is the owners of the NFTs all over the world? I think there's like millions or 2 millions, whatever, right? But if we get like 100k retweet, that means, well, how many of it? Like maybe 5 to 10% of the entire NFT market knows about us now. That is huge. After we drop this message, I get so many DMs and offers and etc. My DM box is crazy. It's broken now. I couldn't even see it. It's like load. But that is the reaction that we got by this news. So I'm so happy about it. So now as many more people acknowledge about XANA, then more eyes will come to the launch. And of course, it became such a high competition thing. So that is why the more people know about XANA but could not get this LO list, then we really hope those people don't just give up but like try to buy it in the secondary market. Because NFT, the initial minting is not everything. It's just like a start. And after that, how it grows is really depend on the secondary market. And instead of the company selling the NFT and make a revenue, it is gonna be the minters. The initial minters is the one who can get the actual profit. But I don't recommend flipping almost, of course, because this is just the beginning and we're going to train this AI. This is going to be your very valuable metaverse pet with the AI engine, which keep growing forever. Then when it grows and you can just fully use it and communicate in the metaverse, I really believe the value will be so much higher than now. So that is why it's just flipping for like a 0.1 ETH or whatever, that's such a small profit is not a smart choice. Or I already start telling this one, even though this is a free mint and the entire decisions is all up to you, because now NFT is not only on our hand and we are not receiving any revenue. So it is totally up to you guys, but I really recommend to hold it to see the future. It's just like, you just flip it and get 0.1 ETH, so what? This is such a small thing and such a small money compared to the futures that we are seeing. So that is why, even though this is a free mint, I really want you to see the future together with us. And another great thing is, this is not the end. This is not the only one free mint project that we're gonna do. Next time, you get this NFTs and you're holding it, showing a diamond hand, and next time, those people people definitely will be rewarded. Those people, we will recognize it as the next diamond holders. And those people will be chosen as the next list of holders. Definitely. So that is another reason just flipping the project and going to the next project. It's like such a meaningless thing. Just like keep hold on to it and you're gonna get more profit and more list next project. Then why not? So yeah, I truly recommend it. We're just like not the project born in this morning. We're just always stay here and it's showing the so many possibilities time to time to the market. So easily you guys can believe what is our future is, and that's gonna be so much bigger than now. And if we become so much bigger than now, then what's gonna be the value of the NFTs as well, right? So that is why, stay with us. That's the point. Anyway, just skip the numbers, but like this time we will drop like 1,000 extra NFTs for these social activities. So that's gonna include this minting form. You can just submit, connect your wallet, and enter your informations, Twitter, Discord. The one thing is we're gonna strictly prohibit the bot. So you can just believe like almost none of the bot. I don't say 100%, but like most of the bot we can avoid it. We have been trying this so much in this past 1 year. As soon as we see the account or wallet activities, we can easily tell this is bot or not. Don't waste your time for botting. It is not like that easy. So include that form. We have a 1,000 NFTs allocations, and also that is gonna include the giveaway for the AMA. Not today's one, but I already announced the AMA sessions for major exchanges, which include KuCoin, OKX, Bybit, and Gate.io, and many more is coming in this month for the minting day. So in those AMAs, we're gonna start providing this limited L list spot. So like don't miss your opportunity to join those things, and you can get the extra L list. And another way to get this L list is that they leave the UTC 10 o'clock AM. Don't forget, okay? UTC 10 o'clock AM every day until the minting day. We are giving away one L list to anyone who did a great engagement of our Penpenz tweet. We are dropping at the same time every day, and that's including the sneak of the new penguins visual, such as so cute penguins, and they are so diverse. There are so many kind of penguins. I don't even count. It's tremendous amount of the penguins are there. But we are making sure, actually this is me, I'm making the visual now. I'm trying to make sure that every penguin looks very unique and okay. So sometimes they have a different type of the body color, pattern shapes, and the eyes, even eyeball, or like weapons, clothes, accessories. There's so many variations, and every day we have a unique penguin. So we want this penguin to be shown to the more people every day. That is why we decide to have this kind of session. So every time we drop this message on the 10 a.m. UTC AM, you can just retweet it with something cool. Not just retweet the button the bot can do, right? We don't want that. So actually we want actual human to retweet with something cool. You can just meme it, or you can just say something to it. You can just chill about it. You can just, I don't know, like whatever. And just make sure to post it outside and also the comment outside so that we can make sure this is shown to everyone, right? And that is how we're gonna pick. We're gonna check as well the quote retweet, and we're gonna check the comment both. So just please make sure do those both tasks. And in the end of the day, around I believe 20th of February, we're gonna announce the winners of each post. This is not the things that you're gonna get the answers in the next day, because like we need a final triple check, all of those like strict check all after. Like give us a time until the 20th, and that is gonna be the time that we're gonna announce all of the L list winners, which is our community contributors allocations, and the AMA winners, and the SNS campaign winners, and etc. Even the data token staking winners. We're gonna all introduce at the same day together. So please make sure to stay in touch and watch our tweet. Then you will know. That's gonna be sucks if you just apply it and you just forget it and you couldn't mint. If like that, that's gonna be so sad, right? You're gonna regret for sure. So that is why like just keep that bell notification on and to get all of our tweet. Even you can get just sign up to our Discord and get the notification on so that you don't miss any important notifications. That is the news of Penpenz that was just live just last Monday. Anyway, that is about the Penpenz. Then the Tuesday news, 31st, the last day of the January, we announced NFTDuel first tournament. This tournament is amazing. This is the one which is going on right now tonight. It's gonna be start probably in the 1 hour or something. Today is the date of the best 16th. So today we're gonna have 8 winners in today's show. Then those 8 guys will move forward to the finals. Finals gonna be happening on the 5th February. We prepared our virtual esport arena in our XANA Metaverse. So you can just joining in to see the live stream of those duel matches. We just tested today and that feels so exciting. It's so cool. So just make sure to join that. I'm not sure that we're gonna archive it or not. So just make sure to join these things and experience it in live. Those winners have a lot of rewards, the super rare NFTs, XETA tokens, and we're gonna keep having this kind of tournament because it's such an exciting thing time to time. Maybe hopefully if we can do like every month, that's gonna be great. That is such an amazing opportunity to connect this kind of Web3 gaming with NFTs in the metaverse, so that the user can gather the metaverse, becoming programming the avatar to enjoy someone else playing the game. That is a great news. And after that, XETA token staking and the land staking reward is boosted up to 200%, and it is already starting. This news has a lot of impact. Until now, we are already providing a lot of amount of the, a lot of values for the staking reward. But now we decided to even boost double. Now it's double. Let's say we are now have a 9 kind of reward for the XETA staking and another 9 type of the reward for the land staking. That was like almost a 5-5 until this cycle. And the last time it was cycle 7. And from cycle 8, we just raised the double. That's huge, right? Let me quickly brief it. Now, so XETA token staking reward is a XANA Penpenz. Did you hear that? XANA Penpenz. You can get the XANA Penpenz NFT itself as a staking reward. It's great, right? Now it's a very high competitive NFTs. You can just get it if you have enough amount of the XETA token. So that is our great part of XETA token staking. And the second reward is XANA Genesis NFTs. That things I just introduced as fantastic NFTs with the AI engine. And third one is the XANA Genesis voice plugin. This plugin is going to let your XANA Genesis to speak to you. Okay. Fourth is the XANA sneakers. This is our XANA new brand. We are now creating this new wearable for the avatars, and that is so cool. I really want that in the real world as well. It's XANA brand sneakers, and this is very rare as we are only providing these NFTs as a staking reward, so you cannot get anywhere in the world. So that's a super rare NFT to get. Number 6, NFTDuel booster. This booster could boost your parameter of your card. So for example, if you have a level 1 card, your attack is 10, your defense is 10. And if you want to increase this card's parameters, you have to sacrifice your single card to become a booster to give it extra power on top of the original card. So you're basically sacrificing one card and making another card strong, right? So it is consuming a card actually. But with this booster, you can just use this booster to boost your parameters. So you do not have to consume your cards. That is a great part. 7th reward is the NFTDuel card alloy. That is the next series of the NFTDuel. Probably that's going to be the XANA Penpenz card and the NFTDuel X Crypto Ninja cards. The number 8 is the XANA wearables. We actually released a lot of clauses in XANA Metaverse right now. So you can now check it in our Metaverse app. You can open to the avatar section and watch it. The selection of the clothes, we increased a lot, almost more than 100. So now you're already experiencing a lot of different kind of fashions. But for the staking reward, we are providing some kind of more special clothes. We're gonna sell those things in the application, but like you can get those kind of things for free if you're doing the XETA token staking. That is another great way of the staking the XETA token, and it is empowering and giving the extra value for you to come into the Metaverse world. So those are the main reward for the XETA token staking. And next one, the land staking, you can also have an opportunity to get XANA Penpenz NFTs itself. And number 2, XANA land. Oh yeah, you can now stake the land to get the free land. How amazing is it, right? It's really cool. XANA Genesis animation plugin, that is also amazing thing. Based on this animation plugin, your XANA Genesis will be able to express the emotions and facial expressions and etc. So it's gonna be definitely valuable to get this reward. Number 4, XANA sneakers, but different type. Number 5, NFTDuel cards, same. Number 6, NFTDuel cards. So this is the single pack. That means number 5 reward include a 5 cards into the one pack. The number 6 reward is a single card. Okay, so don't mix up. And number 7, NFTDuel card allow list. Number 8, then available type. Number 9, in-app currency. This in-app currency actually allows you to purchase those kind of limited wearables and some kind of unlocking some function in the XANA Metaverse app. But if you have an in-app currency like this way, then you do not have to spend your own money, but use these kind of rewarded currency to purchase those things. So actually, this is almost same meaning of the earning because you saved it actually. It's like a $20, $30. You saved it and you use those kind of boost in-app currency. So that is another way to staking the XETA token or land. You will be able to avoid the extra cost in the application. And very important thing now is that we have a new wait function for the staking logic. Before it was more casual, but like more and more we are making all those details for the reward calculating system. And we improved a lot. So now, according to that change, the bigger holder have more possibility to earn the higher value of rewards. That is a big change we made. Okay? So that means if you want to aim XANA Genesis or XANA Penpenz or XANA land, then you definitely have to stake more token. But how many more? That is kind of good question. I believe if you have maybe more than, I think, $5,000 value of the XETA token, you can aim easily. You can easily aim those very high valued NFTs. And we're gonna continue. So that is almost the privilege for the top 10 staking holders. And top 30, they can access to these, those voice bragging or XANA sneakers. And top 50% people, they can have something more. And top 80 people, they have some really less. And bottom 20 people cannot get any. So that is a weight system that we implemented. Like, for example, we will soon announce 7 rewards. But if you say, oh, feel I'm staking this much but not getting much rewards, then you can start to view the amount or like ranking. This ranking now only thing is now you can guess it, but we are working on the display function of the allocation. That means from the UI, you'll be able to see, well, now you are at the top 5. We do not say exact number because it's very dynamic, but at least we can show exact rank that you're belonging now. So that means you can judge, well, like maybe get this much of extra XETA token, then I can go into the highest reward. As of now, we have those parameters getting ready in the next week. You can adjust your staking amount. For sure. Another thing that we made is that, let's say, if you have a lot of tickets by the staking, then you will have a more amount of the reward loot box that you can earn. And if you have a little less, then maybe your maximum is 3. If you have even lesser, then your reward could be only 1. And if you're bottom 20, again, you don't get. So if you think like, well, I'm staking but not getting really big board, then you should increase the stake amount because you really have to become a top 10. Now that XANA is not so well known by the blockchain industry, I don't know, maybe some. Yeah, if you are the Metaverse maxis or the NFT maxis, then probably know about name. But if it's just for traders, like people buy and sell on the fundamental things and whatever, then we do not have recognition. So just try to make sure you have more amount of the token staking, and then you get more amount of the loot chest you can get. And the maximum is a 5. So that means if you have a lot of XETA tokens, you can have a 5 loot box from your XETA token staking. And if you already only if you're staking the land with the XANA Genesis, then there could be another 3, 5 the reward amount for that land staking allocation. That means altogether you probably have an opportunity to get maybe let's say 7 to or 8 to 10 reward in total in 1 month. That's why we just mentioning that this is almost double than compared with our last cycle. So that's a very valuable thing. And think about it. You're not gonna lose the token. You're just holding it. You do not lose your land. You're just holding it. And if you're just holding and watching the long term, then if you get some kind of extra thing as a reward, I'll be happy. Let's say I'm believing this project. I don't mind more price change because I'm holding for long. No, that is a very common way on the traditional market, and this is a very way. Just flipping gonna make people tired. No, so that's why we also have to be building the value, and this reward of the XETA token or land NFT is almost on our appreciations for all of you guys who are looking long term with us. That is why we are providing rewards. Okay, and that is making our ecosystem very healthy because we are not providing the tokens, we are providing our great NFTs, which has extra value. So that is a major difference. And this is why XETA token will not get extra pressure by the staking. Because other projects, they stake and people will sell those. Then that's going to lead token not to grow. I've seen so many times that case. In this time, it's a really great opportunity. It's about staking. And another news. This is a huge news. It's huge. XANA became our official curriculum in China's #1 art university. That's crazy, right? I was so surprised that to be able to close this deal. I was so impressed. Such a great thing. Because if I imagine, if I were in Japan, Tokyo, and all of those top creators will go to Tokyo Art University. Now it's a Chinese version, so I can tell how big it is. So proud of it. Not only that, they are starting the Metaverse courses. Metaverse courses which will teach how to create a game or how to create a virtual environment by using XANA Builder, not Blender, not Unity, but XANA Builder. It's huge. This is official curriculum. So that's how massive it is. And another curriculum is the Web3 economy. That's great. And the digital art creating NFTs. Those are great. I really wish when I was a kid or when I was in the school, I really wish to have someone like this to be able to teach something about this kind of stuff to me. Because now the one thing I really worrying about this education system is that what you learn in the school and what you need in the real life, real social life or business life is completely different. It's sometimes, the school study is very useless. It's not really really not really making you rich or like making you like earn extra even you're really good at it. But instead, you can see like some like fancy guys who study him own self or just study a little bit but like actual skills. Then in those once he graduate and go outside, then of course those who has actual skill could be stronger. Who can just tell that you're going to the great university and to make more money? No, real more money is coming to the entrepreneurship. And these classes, this curriculum is to grow new type of the Web3 creators, I can say, to raise those Web3 creators to the next level in China. That is our purpose of the project. So that is why like we are already creating some kind of courses together with the teachers and our China team. And soon it's gonna be ready. We're gonna figure out some way to do something in XANA, because today in the XANA DAO as well, I get a lot of messages that they are now really looking at the future of the XANA as an education platform and thinking really it's possible. So we are also like making those in our world. We build some kind of beautiful like futuristic school in a metaverse so that anybody can learn anything. That is our also goal. So that is why I'm so excited with this versus collaborations. They're even offering us. That's huge, right? So that is about the China's curriculum. And last, this was the huge news. The news on the February 2nd, XANA Genesis became an official government member. It's crazy, right? And that Japanese local government called Totori, they are now built a metaverse division in their office. And XANA was chosen to create that. So they are actually making the metaverse, but inside everything is XANA. And also like user has to come through the XANA app to access this kind of thing. So that is why almost one of the largest news we drop market. And after that, we had a huge media coverage from everywhere. It was a Fuji TV, Terebi, Asahi, Terebi, I forgot. I don't watch the Japanese TV series. All of those major platforms or like major broadcasters, they pick up features this XANA news so many times. Long, huge accomplishment. That was so exciting. What exactly happened is that like we actually had a press conference together with the mayor, governors of the Totori, and he is also the governor of the lead of the association of all those governors, local government of governors. So he has a huge influence to the other local areas as well. That is why we chose the Totori to become our first club. Actually, he's so nice guy. I was so surprised and so inspired by him because everything he do as he speaks is so cool. I was so impressed. We are Totori. We are one of the smallest area in Japan, but now we open the metaverse sections, get us people to start coming into Totori metaverse. We are Totori, of course, with the real Totori, but even though like they're living the far away on the Japan even or outside of Japan, they can just access immediate great prices in the metaverse. So that is another great utility of the metaverse, right? So he was so happy about it and he just announced. And after that, I delivered him one surprise that we made NFTDuel new version of the background environment. We set the background environment as a Totori resort. So the governor was so happy about it when he see that, because this is also having the Astroboy, which is Japanese legendary IP, and putting that Astroboy together with Totori's local beauty prices, sightseeing prices, and etc. So the card itself is really great, and we are already having those card game in live. Not to let you wait another year, be live. Then we are providing those Astroboy cards, right? So the greatest part is people can learn about those areas. What is their great place? What is the thing? Oh yeah, the visit sometimes. So through the metaverse and gaming experience, what we want to deliver is the acknowledgement, recognition about Tori. And that is what the governments want for. So that is why we are just doing this for completely dedicated part, to levitate Japan's local government and local areas. So that is the purpose, and that is the local government. And that was a great news for the day. And the third news that now our XANA Genesis became official member of that metaverse division of Tori. That is the first time ever. Huge achievement. I'm so happy about it. And she was everywhere. Japanese TV. XANA Genesis and XANA was everywhere. Really everywhere. So I believe so many people recognize us now. So that was a super exciting news. And finally, the news that we dropped yesterday is they gonna be the one of the last tweet about the growth campaign this time, because we just decided to postpone, change the schedule a little bit to shift our news from next week to the next to make sure we're gonna create another excitement. We're gonna pushing that back to that around that days to welcome countdown to the minting day of XANA Penpenz. That is another reason. So for to that, we got another extra times for the marketing, and marketing is everything almost in this industry. So that is why we talked to our exchanges that who is listing our token. There's a lot like KuCoin, Gate, OKX, more. So we're gonna have a whole AMA. Title is X Major Exchange AMA Roadshow, paving the way for Japan AI and Metaverse. Such a cool name. Okay? So that is why, according to this theme, I'm gonna talk a lot about the AI and also talk about the other social activities and etc. Every week week, we are having this AMA until the minting day to create the hypes. So that's gonna definitely make everyone's happy and make them want more to mint the Penpenz NFTs. So another topic, that utilization of XETA token. Okay, so now XETA token can be already used at a lot of places as a XANA Chain's gas token or purchasing a specific NFT, which is also like coming today. Corporate collaboration t-shirt. Then that is why. And after that, there's another utility called gaming function. You're gonna be able to spend this XETA token to do a lot of things in the metaverse. Especially this is for the Web3 users who has their own wallet. Then he or she can unlock a lot of functions. So those are the initial utility for our token. But now we are thinking to bring it to the next level to expand or unlock some kind of feature or function for those AI. I think we can quickly make those things. You know, it's not complicated, but it's really useful. I think that was the main topic. In the end, we are now focusing on the Boost XETA token utility to use it in the metaverse for training AI and get extra items or allowing your XANA Penpenz to do something. Maybe you're buying the fish for your Penpenz by the XETA tokens, or you can even boost some kind of ability of the XANA Genesis by spending the XETA tokens, etc. Those are the totally new functions, new utilities for the XETA token. So during this process, that is another reason why we are doing this big AMA together with those like tier 1 exchanges to count down and welcome XANA Penpenz. So I covered everything about the growth campaign this time. I hope you really enjoyed it. Sorry for the questions, like I'm getting a lot actually. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Wow, more than 200 people joining. Thank you so much. And tomorrow is gonna be the Japanese AMA. Please remember, like on the Saturday at this time, I'm doing the English AMA session, and on Wednesday is the Japanese session, and which is mainly focusing on our development of the specific product, like such as XANA Genesis or the NFTDuel, XANA Metaverse, etc. That's a more like public discussion to improve the application. And for the Sunday, we are doing the AMA in Japanese. So please, if you are the English speakers, then please join to the Saturday's AMA in the same time every week this time. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Please try to join the AMA session with those exchanges. Each AMA session has a 20 analyst spot, and there's a multiple of it. So you can just join all of things to make sure you're analyst. Okay, thank you so much. We have a lot more to come. And next week, I'm going to talk about our XANA festival. It happened in this week. It was so amazing. But today, I don't have a time. So let's talk about that in next week. You can just search on the XANA hashtag XANA and see so much great movies which posted by our XANA DAO members who joined the XANA festival. And that's so great. I was so excited. So I hope you guys can see it. Thank you guys so much and see you in next week. Goodbye.